What's up, everybody? Welcome to Kicking It Onside. We are going to talk about Week 16. We are 2 weeks away from the end of the regular season, and pretty much the playoff picture is getting set in stone. It's getting to be that time of year. And, of course, the referees suck. So,
yes,
we'll talk about it, trust me.
Yeah.
What? Okay.
Why you got a cock in your hand?
Little fucking dickhead. That was Wendy, by the way. That was not me. So, we will talk about the referees. We'll talk about the NFL. And I think Tim and I are going to have a little debate tonight.
Oh, can't wait.
Oh,
Tim,
probably will.
And Tim, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
And I think I see there's two sides to it, actually.
Well, I only have the one side. But you'll see why. You'll see why, I think.
I get what you mean.
So,
I have a hard time separating
see
him as a player and him potentially as a coach. So,
we will have that debate, though.
We'll get to that later.
So, that being said, let's get right into it. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to have Heather, when she gets back, plug in the Christmas tree. I know the holidays are over, but hey, it's still holiday season. I hope everybody's Christmas was good and you got everything that you wanted. I did. Everything that I thought I wanted, I got. I only got one. Well, I got two presents, but I'm not going to talk about the one. I got one present from the tree, and it was some bars of soap, Star Wars themed bars of soap with scented. It's pretty cool. So yeah, there's that. We'll get to that. Relax. Relax, everybody. And as if most of you don't know, I threw the show together, otherwise I would have put up a little thing. John Madden passed away today at the age of 85. He was one of my favorite color commentators. Him and Pat Summerall were fantastic. But I would have loved to have seen Howard Cosell and John Madden doing football.
That would have been a good group.
But yes, John Madden, his analogy of games, as you can see, he was the only one that would actually he would put color in color commentating. Like, he would actually, like, he would draw up a play, and he would, like, the blocking scheme, and he'd go, here you go with the boom, and then you come around here, and you go boom, and then bang, and then he was so good. They made fun of him on Saturday Night Live. Remember the O.J. Simpson thing where he drew the I did it? It was great. It was funny. Yes, just hold on. Ah, damn. Got an incessant 3-year-old here. But, so, yeah, John Madden, and in fact, let's go around. We'll talk about that now. I don't know, Rayshawn, if you've ever seen him you didn't watch football. You'd have to go back and watch some old clips of John Madden and listen to him analyze a play. And you would think Chris Collinsworth is the biggest fucking moron on the face of the fucking earth. Because everybody thinks that Chris Collinsworth is a big fucking moron, but he looks even dumber once you listen to John Madden. John Madden will explain something to you, and you get it. Even though with all of his booms and bangs and pows and all that shit, but you understand why he's doing the boom, the bang, and the pow. With Chris Collinsworth, this is something Chris Collinsworth will do. Chris Collinsworth he'll say, Aaron Rodgers has one of the best throwing arms in the league. And then he'll throw an interception, and he'll be like, and here's the problem with Aaron Rodgers. It's like, well, he'll say Aaron Rodgers is the best thrower of the football. He doesn't make mistakes. And then he makes a mistake, and then Chris Collinsworth, and this is why Aaron Rodgers isn't as good. Like, dude, shut the fuck up. You're an idiot. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Be a wide receivers coach. Just shut the fuck up. Because that's all you are. You're a wide receiver. I think it was all the concussions that he took while playing football.
Might have been.
This guy is just, he thinks every player is great until they make a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
But God forbid he doesn't talk bad about Tom Brady. Even when Tom Brady makes mistakes. Like, shut the fuck up, dude.
Mm-hmm.
But John Madden, if you, like, a Brett Favre game, you'll understand why Brett Favre, he loved calling Brett Favre games because he was just an old school. Brett Favre was one of the last few old school quarterbacks, even though he was You need to be quiet. He was one of the old school quarterbacks that, even though he was part of the transition that the NFL became a quarterback league,
Give her thoughts on John Madden.
so yeah, there's that. So I'm going to go around the room and I'm going to give Tim John Madden.
There's one line of his that I do remember. A lot of Patriots fans will remember it too. From their first Super Bowl, the 0-1 Super Bowl, when they took over with like a minute and change left, and it was tied up at 17, he was like, play for overtime. Don't even take a chance. Patriots fans are like, he's the biggest idiot. He knows the game.
3, 5.
Right. So
And I just remember
go ahead.
yeah. It's just a memorable quote of his that I remember.
Was he with Al Michaels at that time?
No. This is before Michaels.
That's another guy I can't fucking stand listening to anymore. Is Al Michaels?
A lot of the newer broadcasts, a lot of the newer play-by-play guys aren't that great, really.
Well, Al Michaels is good, but he's only known for one thing, and that was the Miracle on Ice. And ever since then, everybody's wanted to listen to him talk.
Yeah.
And I can't do it. He bores the shit out of me. He gets excited.
He's made a career out of one call, is what you're saying.
So another guy that really annoys the shit out of me today. I can't talk over you. Be quiet. Ew. He does college football games on ESPN, and he also does the boxing on ESPN. And he has this everything, like it could be the first play of the fucking game in football, and he makes it like it's he's
the game-winning player of the Super Bowl.
He's the dramatic. This guy here has had such a rough career of having interception issues on early in games or something like that, and you make it like dude, the game just fucking started. If it was the fourth quarter and the very last play, I could see him getting the intense, but he's like, what is he, storytelling here? I don't become a narrator. Shut the fuck up. Just announce the game. Don't be so dramatic about everything. Like it could be somebody, a punt, and this guy gets like over dramatic. He's like, I don't know if this punt's gonna happen. Like what? Shut the fuck up, dude. And I can't remember his name. He does the boxing.
I can't either.
The boxing.
Booger?
What?
Is it Booger?
No, Booger McFarlane's a fucking idiot. But I'm talking about the guy that announces the. He does.
Gus Johnson or something?
No, Gus Johnson's on Fox. I like Gus Johnson. he doesn't not the main Monday Night Crew, the other guy.
Oh,
I can't remember his fucking name. The guy's a fucking idiot. He also does the Saturday night games on ESPN with college football games with.
What are you talking about? This guy's having the time of his life, guy.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can't remember his name, but he's a fucking retard.
but he's not a retard. He's just over dramatic with everything that he does. It's like, dude, it's a picture on a wall. Relax.
Joe Testaroy?
Yeah, Joe Testa. I cannot stand listening to that guy. Guy's a fucking moron. He's like, oh my god, he just walked onto the field. Oh, okay. It's the first play of the game, man.
Time of his life.
I don't know if he's going to make it through this game. He just got sacked. I think he's going to be okay. Like, god damn. Like, I can imagine him doing an Aaron Rodgers game because of the broken toe. That toe, he would make that toe
to be severed off.
Like he fucking lost it in a fucking war or something. Like he's like, what are you doing, dude? But no, back to John Madden. John Madden was really good at analyzing football games while being entertaining at best. You ever see the movie The Replacements?
Yeah.
That's John Madden. They're like, just do your thing. So John Madden, what are you doing? All right, pull him down, but be careful. Jesus fucking Christ, my kid's fucking climbing shit. It's like,
Kid's becoming a monkey.
whatever. It is what it is.
For me, it will always be, boom, tough acting, Tenactin.
Boom, tough acting. He did the tough acting, Tenactin commercials. The boom, tough acting, Tenactin commercials. John Madden was really good, though. So once Bobby gets here, we'll ask him what his favorite memory of John Madden is, if at all. And Rayshawn, I know you probably don't, but if you haven't, please go watch some clips of John Madden.
I'll watch it.
He's fantastic. Just go to YouTube. I'm sure there's some on YouTube.
Yeah, they'll be doing the rounds.
The one thing he did the Super Bowl 31, the Super Bowl Green Bay beat New England.
Yep.
The kickoff return. Pat Summerall made that play. Well, he was in the Little Giants, but he wasn't in the Little Giants. He just came there for...
It was a cameo.
Yeah. But the call, and then he drew up the play. They did the replay, and he's like, and then he comes up here and he goes boom, and then Desmond does a swiggly move, and then listen to John Madden replay that, and that is the night that I did Snow Angels in my underwear. So, because it was the first Super Bowl that Green Bay had won that I was alive in. So, the second one I was more even keeled. I was excited, but yeah.
You discovered alcohol.
Yeah, well, I was shit faced for that first one. No, it was a nasty snowstorm. So, so let's
that one.
Huh?
Continue on.
Yeah. So let's get to the games. Yep. Thursday night. Now, I don't know if I picked this game. I think I picked the 49ers.
I think we all did.
I should have picked... I thought about... Did I not think about picking the Titans, but then thought again about it?
If memory serves correctly, yeah, you were on the fence on it. But I think
I was the only one that picked the Titans. And maybe Heather. I think Heather picked Titans also.
Rayshawn, you picked the 49ers. Trek picked the
No,
Titans.
No, don't say that.
Yes, you did. So I picked the 49ers. Heather picked everybody on the panel picked the 49ers. Trek is the only one. Oh, and Ryan got that one right. Or the only two to get that one.
I picked the Titans.
No, you didn't. It says right here. The 49ers.
No, y'all heard me wrong.
Go back and watch the stream.
I said the 49 Titans.
You're such a dumbass. I can't with you, dude. But anyway, so 49ers had a 10. Didn't they have a 10-0 lead in this game?
I think so.
And then the 49ers came back, or the 49ers had
they
a
10-0 lead in the third, all the way up to the third quarter.
and then the Titans woke up and ended up kicking a field goal with no time on the clock. If memory serves me
Yeah,
correctly.
Niners had a 10-0 lead into the third. Titans came back and took the lead. Then 49ers tied it up, and then Titans kicked a field goal with time expiring.
Right. So, yeah. So, I watched bits and pieces of that game.
Nothing.
What are you going to do?
Yep.
Then Saturday's game. The Browns at the Packers. Now, was there any significant bullshit referee calls in that first game at all?
Nothing that I
Referee
caught.
call.
There was
more player calls and coach calls.
There was a few calls between the Browns and the Packers. Now,
Yeah, there were
okay.
a few. Or non-calls also.
Well, okay, so when you say non-calls,
Ones they didn't call is what I'm saying.
well, like on who?
That last play, Cleveland wanted a defensive pass interference.
So if you go and look at that again, the Cleveland Brown player was also extending his arm.
Yeah, I realize that.
So for people to bitch, piss, and moan about that, shut the fuck up. Sorry.
I realize that. I've seen.
I'm not saying you
calls,
are. I'm just saying there are people out there complaining about it. And
Yeah.
they can't see the arm because the other guy's arm, they're like parallel to each other. But you can see a sliver of his arm pushing off. So it's his fault he didn't catch the ball because he was more worried about pushing off the defender.
Yeah, and we've seen it called, though, defensive pass interference.
But then again, the referee's seen both of them hand fighting. They are not going to call. They are not going to throw a flag if both are hand fighting.
They shouldn't.
They shouldn't. Even if the fucking player doesn't turn his head, if they're hand fighting, they're not throwing the flag. Because why? They're both pushing off. So they're gonna let them play.
Yep, I know. I can see why people are up in arms.
But there was a significant play. There was a couple of plays. Devonta Adams was being held all fucking day. Still had 10 catches for 113 yards. My issue is consistency with the referees. Another issue I have is these Packer fans, I see this on my timeline all the fucking time. Oh, the Packers get away with this and that and this and that. And then somebody tries to point out something. Yeah, that's exactly how it works. And then to go back to last year when Murphy Bunting held Alan Lazard on a third and whatever it was. Blatant pulled on his fucking jersey.
Mm-hmm.
And they threw a flag on it. Or didn't throw a flag on it. But then they turn around and fucking, I think it was Kevin King pulled on Godwin's jersey and just, let's throw the flag. Everybody was throwing a flag at that point. I'm like, where's the consistency? If you're going to keep the flag in the pocket on one, why not on the other?
I know.
Because they're both the same. They're both the same. Which is why I was so goddamn frustrated during that game.
Mm-hmm. And that's where a lot of the problems people have with the NFL nowadays.
But my issue is with the referees and all these non-Packer fans saying the Packers get away with everything. Shut the fuck up. They don't get away with, if anything, they don't get away with shit. I've seen more calls on Green Bay than I have against the team they're playing. Mm-hmm. To be honest with you, if you go and look, every team holds. I don't even look at holding anymore as a fucking problem because everybody's holding.
Everyone holds.
So I just don't even look at holding. If they throw the flag on it, it's blatant as hell. Yes, there have been a few where they.
It'll be when they get their arm wrapped around them.
Well, there was one the other night, or last night, I think it was, where the guy went down. He was pancaked, but they threw the flag. That's not holding.
No,
he didn't hold him. He didn't turn. He was falling on his own. That's not holding.
I don't want you to do nothing with football no more.
So, that's where I stand on that.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I stand on that.
Yep.
I think the Browns could have had one. Actually, I was pulling for the Browns to win. It was winning.
It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But you
It's
picked
like they defeated themselves.
But you picked the Packers.
Yeah, because I was smart.
You're trying to win bragging rights in the panel, Rayshawn. Bobbit just joined us. How's it going, Bobbit?
Pretty good.
So we just talked a little bit about Madden. Do you have any memories of John Madden?
Yeah, the first time I ever seen a game, in a past summer all did it. It was Packers against, I think, the 49ers.
Okay.
And the way that they call that game, it's always stuck with me. That's why I'm such a big fan of the NFL, because of him.
Okay. Yeah, he was a great guy. I mean, we've kind of already talked about him. You gave us your memory of him. That's pretty much all. We already did our rest in peace, John Madden. You were a great coach. He's a Hall of Fame coach, and he's a Hall of Fame announcer. Never played the game in his life, if I remember correctly. Nope. Never played the game in his life. But he knew football. He won a Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
He won a Super Bowl.
Fair.
So in the chat, and I'll get to that. I'll get back to the games. In the chat, I need advice. Brady versus Jets or Josh Allen versus Atlanta?
Brady.
Take Brady.
I would.
Also, do I take Diggs versus Atlanta or Adams versus Minnesota?
Adams.
I agree.
Adams versus Minnesota is the advice. Do I take Kittle?
Divisional matchup. He knows their defensive scheme. Well, they'll play defense against them.
Yep. Kittle versus Houston or Andrews versus the Rams? I don't know if... I mean, Andrews... I don't know who he's going to have throwing to him. Andrews.
Who was the other one?
Kittle. I'd take Kittle.
Yeah, I would
Go with Kittle.
George
Better
Kittle is
quarterback.
the best tight end in football.
He's got a better quarterback thrown to him.
Well, I don't know about that.
Yeah,
Well,
Jimmy, I don't know.
Between the two,
Well,
I go Kittle. But Andrews last week.
I don't know if Garoppolo is better than Huntley.
Right, isn't he out right now? Or questionable?
Huntley was on COVID last week.
Yes, he was on COVID last week.
But he had like a hand
Did you?
injury.
Speaking of that, did you all hear that what the NFL is doing now?
It's, I put it in our group chat. It's because of the fact that they don't want incidents like Ian Book being quarterback, who is totally unprepared.
Dude, was I right or was I right?
So we've all said it all along.
I get it, but who's better, Carson Wentz or Jimmy G? Carson Wentz. But
Yeah.
Carson Wentz is hurt right, and he's not playing.
He's on COVID.
He's on COVID.
I remember hearing that on the radio this afternoon on my way home from work.
Did you all listen to that thing that I put in the chat about Aaron Rodgers? What Aaron Rodgers said?
No,
You guys need to listen to that because it's exactly what I've been saying since fucking bullshit started.
I haven't gotten a chance to listen to that. I like McAfee's shows.
Go listen to it because everybody's like, "Oh, he's this, that, and the other thing." You all need to, and so what he said in the what was quoted by Pat McAfee, it was clickbait. It was clickbait, and it got people talking, which is what Pat McAfee does, and it's not a bad thing.
It's not a bad
But
option.
the thing about Pat McAfee is he clipped the video. Go listen to the video. Listen to what Aaron Rodgers says. He's not against vaccinating. He can't vaccinate because of the fucking the ingredients in the vaccinations. And he talked. So arguing with the science, and you have to, it doesn't matter what it is, you need to question science. Because what is science? You have to develop a hypothesis, test that hypothesis, correct? Go read what the definition of fucking science is.
The scientific method.
That's exactly all it is. So these vaccinations are nothing more than a hypothesis. And what they're doing is they're testing, which is fine because it's kind of working. Now everybody, and to put the numbers in there, well, 6.5 people who are unvaccinated are getting sick. And 1.5 of the people that are vaccinated are getting sick. So it proves my point that no matter if you get vaccinated, you can still, key word, you can still get sick from this vaccination or from this virus. It does not fucking matter. Now go listen to what Aaron Rodgers has to say and you'll understand what I mean. Because it's a really good 5 minutes of him explaining shit. He's not hating on the vaccination. He's just making an educated guess. He's talked to doctors, PhDs, MDs, holistic doctors, and listen to what he says, because he's talking about when these guys are isolated, they can't get treated. They cannot get treated. And he goes, how in the fuck does that make sense? If I can't get treated while I am on COVID protocol because I got COVID during the football season, what sense does that fucking make that I can't get treated? I've got to isolate for 10 days. He should be allowed to get treated. This is why the NFL needs to, and they essentially, I think they did. I think they're going to have to change their protocols. I mean, even more than they are. They just did it. They're going to have, and they're doing it again. Good. Because they need to.
They're following the CDC of 5 days.
Because Aaron Rodgers got COVID and he had symptoms. In 48 hours, his symptoms were gone by being treated by the people that doing his own research. That's all I'm saying. So don't tell me, and people coming at Aaron Rodgers, and I'm not defending, I don't need to defend Aaron Rodgers because he's 10 times smarter than me. Listen to it. He's not being cynical. He's telling you exactly what he did and exactly how, and he's on the inside, so he knows. They told him you can't get treated. You have to isolate for 10 days. You can't be around anybody, so you can't do anything. Well, that makes no fucking sense. That is like the dumbest thing. Listen to what he says.
Yeah, I was just listening to it.
It's 5 minutes. It's like 5 minutes and 6 seconds of him talking about what happened when he got COVID and him explaining why it doesn't make any sense. And I wholeheartedly fucking agree with him. So back to the games. The Browns and the Packers. The Packers beat the Browns 24-22. Everybody's like, "Oh my God, the Browns let the Packers back in, or the Packers let the Browns back in the game." Packers pretty much
did the best they could.
I mean, I wasn't really concerned. Their defense is getting tired, I think. Their defense has really worked their ass off to win games. Tomorrow we know if Jair Alexander is back, because I think tomorrow is the day that if he does not come off the IR, he's out for the year. So we're going to find out. We're going to find out, and I think they're just waiting for him to come back. well, not waiting for him to come back, but once he comes back, then we can start rotating in and out some of those defensive backs, because
Green
my
Bay
God,
defense
right
is
now
bottom.
they're playing thin. They're thin. That was that. I mean, they had people on COVID as well, and they still won. They still won. The Packers are winning with a depleted roster right now. So for everybody sitting here saying, "Oh, Green Bay's gonna lose," Green Bay's gonna lose. Tampa Bay just lost to the fucking Saints 9-0. The Dolphins beat them 20-3 last night. So you tell me, how good is Tampa Bay?
Well, New Orleans was also down to their third string quarterback.
Well,
too.
Tampa Bay's lost 2 more cornerbacks to fucking COVID today. I seen that today. The Cardinals and the Colts on Christmas Day. How good are the Cardinals? I've been saying it. Can somebody please tell me?
Ain't good.
They aren't playing very good. I don't even think they would have won with fucking J.J. Watt in there. He's only one guy.
He's the team that lost to the Lions too, right?
Yes.
Yep.
They've lost 3 in a row.
Yeah.
They aren't in first place anymore.
They're not even my top 5 anymore.
Nope, they're not even in my top 10. We'll get to that.
Yeah. Free falling, right?
They're free falling. So the Colts beat the Cardinals. Jonathan Taylor is now tied with Tom Brady on the odds-on favorite to win MVP. Aaron Rodgers is the odds-on favorite to win the MVP. Jonathan Taylor tied Tom Brady just today. Or just yesterday I looked at it. They were plus 650 each.
It'll be the Brady or Rodgers. It's always
Dude, I'm not counting out Jonathan Taylor. I am not counting out. If Aaron Rodgers doesn't win it, I don't know if Tom Brady deserves it. Does Tom Brady deserve it? Absolutely not. Jonathan Taylor does. Jonathan Taylor has carried his team.
I never said he deserved it. I'm just saying
Tom Brady's not winning.
Quarterback. The league has always been slanted towards quarterbacks.
If Tom Brady wins the MVP, I call bullshit. He shouldn't even be in the conversation right now.
All I'm saying is the league has generally been slanted towards the quarterback in the MVP discussion.
I hear you, but I am telling you right now.
You shouldn't be in that conversation. It should be Jalen Hurts instead, right, JP?
If Jonathan Taylor right now is putting up bigger numbers than Emmitt Smith did when he won it.
And that's where my thing is. These voters should look at it where it's, if you take this guy out of this team, do they perform at the same level?
No.
That's how they should look at it. They don't.
Aaron Rodgers is going to win the MVP. I just don't even have an argument about it.
I mean, I could argue with it. There's somebody out there that played better football this year than Aaron Rodgers.
Trek, why did you mute Virginia? That's not even... That was a Virginia Tech thing, dude. That was kind of fucked up. Not everybody that comes in here is a fucking porn bot. Jesus fucking Christ. God damn.
So you were saying...
No, she put in there... Why? No, look at it again. She wasn't spamming. Come on, man. She wasn't spamming. Trust me, she was not spamming. Virginia Tech is playing tonight. That's what she... I don't know the RK Tech thing. I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
That's not even a link, dude. Come on.
Yeah.
No, that is porn.
Go Virginia Tech. Woohoo.
This is Virginia. No, it's not.
That's been in the horny goat chat 7 fucking times this week.
But okay, but it doesn't look like.
I know it doesn't
There's
look like
no-
a link, but
That's
that's yes, you can take them off. That is a bot. That is not.
Okay, but it's not a porn bot.
Where are these bots coming from?
Either way, if there's a link that shows up, then block it. If it's not a link, don't block it. Period. So either way, let's get back to it. The Colts and the Cardinals. Watched that game a little bit, but then we started talking about COVID at Christmas time. We started talking politics. We start drinking, and then it turns into politics. I actually did really well, and like it was so funny though because my uncle was sitting there. Heather knows what I'm talking about. My uncle was sitting there. We were talking about what were we talking about? Do you remember?
I came in halfway through the conversation.
We were talking. Oh, immigration. We were talking about. He was talking about immigration, and all I said, and it had nothing to do with the immigrants. I'm talking about if people that are here, that live here or born here, they sit on their ass because they don't want to go out and get a fucking job at McDonald's because they think it's beneath them. And then he started talking about, then he started yelling at me like, well, the immigrants, great, if they're going to come here and work, great. Just don't go running back across the border saying, oh, I got tons of money. Because
I'd rather them come to our country and work.
they want to come here and live the American dream. But he was like yelling at me and like...
If they want to come here, live here, pay the same taxes we do, all for you, dude. All for you.
And then he tried telling me I was not a federal employee. I'm like, I am a federal employee. And he tries like, no, you're not. You're contracted. No, I'm not. I was hired. It was funny. I proved my politician uncle wrong. He just doesn't know it yet. So it was kind of funny. So then my aunt's like, give me your health insurance card and I'll take a picture of it and then I'll link you two up. Well, I mean, my friends on Facebook said I don't need you to do all that.
Broke off her ass anyway.
But it was kind of funny. I'm like, here you go. So I just gave her my retirement card and my fucking health insurance cards, took pictures, sent it to Uncle Bill. I'm like, okay, it is what it is. So anyway, because they're like, you should be able to get the insurance that all the congressmen. No, I can't. Because they offer. It's weird. I can't go on health.gov. I could, but I just won't get a credit for it.
And it's way too fucking expensive for us.
You
Actually,
got-
it's cheaper than ours. Like the insurance I have now, it's cheaper. Not that much cheaper, but it's cheaper. That back to what we were doing here. I just thought that I'd bring that up. It was kind of funny. The Colts beat the Cardinals. The Rams beat the Vikings 30-23. The Rams, I think, have finally figured out what to do. The Bills.
Too late.
So, Tim, the Patriots and the Bills. Go ahead, man.
Okay, Pats didn't play well at all in it. And they said it on the radio. Part of the problem is every week now there's issues with the officiating, and it just so happens that this week a lot of the problems were in the local game in this area, so I saw a lot of it. Sean Smith actually did have a post game with some of the beat reporters locally. Basically, what they do is the beat reporters go in and can ask them questions about why did you throw this, why did you pick up this flag, etc., etc., etc. They asked. So, end of the first half, Matt Jones is running down the right side, goes out of bounds. He is pushed, and then while he's going down, he's pulled. Then grabbed.
I seen that play.
Yes.
Okay. You can argue that he was holding him up because he did grab his jersey. I know what play you're talking about. He grabbed his jersey. He grabbed his jersey
from behind to try and hold him up. I realize that.
Okay.
Sean Smith fucked it up, though, in his post game with the beat reporters when he said that there was no second action by the defensive player. The defensive player had already pushed him down and then grabbed him to try and hold him up. That's a second action.
Yeah, but he's holding him up. He's trying not to...
Yeah, but my then big issue is they threw the flag. They decide to pick it up.
Okay.
Then Trent Brown is taking issue with it and bitching at the officials. The officials then throw an unsportsmanlike conduct on him.
Well, he said something to the referees.
Yes, but you gotta realize you're gonna take some heat.
Okay, but here's the thing, and I hear what you're saying because I said this the other day. I think I did this. It was the game last week. The Bear, or was it this week? The Bears and the No, was it the Bears and the Seahawks?
Seattle this week, yeah.
Yeah, but was there no, it was last week. It was the Bears.
No, it was last week. Last week.
Oh, you're talking about
last week had the one on Nagy.
Was it last week? Because the Packers played the Bears last week, right?
The Packers played the Bears on Christmas.
Who did the Bears play last week?
Cardinals? No, that was 2 weeks ago.
So it's the same thing.
Yeah.
When the kid from the Bears went and did what he didn't see what had happened, right?
Yeah.
So he took offense to what had happened without seeing, and that was a rookie mistake.
Yes.
He shouldn't have done it. Trent Brown, on the other hand, arguing a call.
Yeah, but the officials. I'm just saying the officials the officials lost control of the game is what I'm trying to make.
Well, I mean, I don't know if they lost control of the game, because they threw the flag. I think, and I hate to say this, you're being a homer. Now, the reason I say that is you can't, and it's in the rule book, you can't say shit. You can't say you are a piece of shit referee to a referee because you will... Matt Nagy got flagged 15 yards for doing that. You can't say shit iota that degrades the referee or calls... You cannot you cannot call them a fucking idiot. You can't say that was a shitty call because they will roll the flag on you in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I realize that, and I understand that. My issue is they picked up the flag. They have to realize they're going to take some heat, though, there.
Fair enough, but you still don't walk up to the referee. He had to have said something for him to get that flag thrown. Because if he's like, come on, man. I mean, if he would have said, come on, man, why are you picking up the flag? That's just a bad call. You can't...
Yeah.
And it's the words that you use, and it's how you talk to the referees is what the issue is. And I understand, like for me, I'm a coach I coached, and I'm on the sidelines. I never once. I mean, I would ask questions. But it'd be, sir, ma'am, why is that call any different than the call that you made, previously? What's different about that? Can I have an explanation? They'll explain it to you. But if you go, dude, you're a fucking moron. What are you doing throwing that? They're on a 15 yards, right off the get. You're done. It's the way you talk.
Yeah.
They are not gonna throw a flag if you say that was a terrible call.
Usually.
No, well, if they do, then they need fucking sensitivity training.
Have what I call rabbit ears, and a quick trigger.
Well, it depends on what you say. I can tell you that right now. I mean, these football players in the heat of the battle, I can tell you right now, they're saying some pretty nasty shit.
Exactly, yeah.
But if they said, "Come on, man," that's how is that? How can you
we'll
pick up that?
know what Trent Brown
Now
said
he can ask that question, but it's how he asks that. Man, you're a fucking moron. Why did you pick that flag up? Oh, flag, 15 yards.
Truth be told,
He called him a fucking moron. That's exactly why. Now I get what you're saying, though. I mean, but again, the player and I think the refs discussed it. They picked up the flag because they didn't see malicious intent.
Yeah,
he pushed him, but then he tried
to
go
back 3 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
3 weeks ago, when New England played Buffalo in Buffalo, there was that same play where Allen was still in the air and they pushed him and they threw the 15-yard penalty on him.
But did the guy even try to hold up? He could have. He could have held up.
But it's the different levels that are being called is where the issue is. There's no consistency in the league.
But he was jumping out of bounds.
Yeah.
Okay. And then he full on shoved him, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't. Go ahead.
He pushed him. He didn't shove him, but
whatever. Pushed him, shoved him.
Yeah.
It doesn't. Now, was there malicious intent there? Probably not. No. But he was jumping. He was already out of bounds. He didn't need to do anything.
But it's called. There's no consistency amongst the league, so there's no way to tell. Well, what is it going to be called now? I have no idea. And it's more often than not, it's the defense that's getting penalized as opposed to the offense.
I wholeheartedly agree with you. I'm a defensive guy, and I do not understand why the offense gets away with fucking everything and the defense gets away with shit.
I can tell you why, actually. It's pretty obvious.
No, they want to see more scoring.
Fantasy football, because NFL's partnered with DraftKings.
So, okay, here's my thing. Here's my thing. That shouldn't be a thing. Then why in the fuck? Because it's gambling, correct?
Yes.
Technically, yeah.
Why, if you gamble in the NFL, you are kicked out of the league, but if the NFL is partnered with a fucking gambling fucking company, why in the fuck is it okay for them to fucking say, we want to have more scoring because it helps fantasy football? Fuck, this is why I hate fantasy football. I think it's a fucking ruse and it's fucking, I hate it. There's no defense is left to lay in a fucking ditch. It might as well just be, you might as well just fucking give the team a ball on the fucking 20-yard or on the fucking end zone, and they have 2 minutes to fucking score a touchdown.
Yep, that's basically what football is nowadays.
Yeah, fuck that. Football. And it's ruining the game. It's ruining the game. It doesn't even make it exciting. Like, why in the fuck would I want to see... And each team gets 10 possessions or whatever. Mm-hmm. And they have 2 minutes to drive the length of the field. With no timeouts. Man, get the fuck out of here. That's just... I mean... If that's why, then shame on the fucking NFL. They shouldn't, anybody that has been kicked out for gambling, because they have fantasy baseball and MLB is partnered with them too. Why in the fuck isn't Pete Rose in the fucking Hall of Fame?
Fucking agree.
Do you see what I'm saying?
At the very least, Pete Rose should be in the Hall of Fame as a player.
Fuck the goddamn Major League Sports commissioners and their fucking companies, because that is a pretty fucking shitty thing to fucking do. And I don't care. Well, I love fantasy. I don't give a fuck if you like fantasy football. Fantasy football, and I said it last year, I said it the year before, it is ruining professional sports. Period. It shouldn't even be a thing. It's just a money grab for fucking Las Vegas. I remember in Las Vegas, the point spread was the big thing. Like, my uncles would do it, and they'd be like, I'm going to put 50 on this team at 3.5. It's like, that's fine. But now this fantasy football shit, get the fuck out of here. I hate that. It's just ruining sports. Sorry, Tim. I think it's a ruse, garbage-ass bullshit for them to fucking do shit like that. Part of the reason why I hate fantasy football.
I'm just telling you why.
It's fine.
Allowed to be played.
No. You're fine. I'm just telling you how I feel about it.
Yeah, and that's fine.
Yeah. I know there's people out there that love fantasy football, and it's a fun thing to do, but come on, man. If that's the reason why they fucking don't want fucking defensive players to fucking get any calls, then shame on the fucking NFL. Shame
That's
on
why
them.
you see, if I were to go through the box scores, I can guarantee you it'd be at least a 3-1 difference of defensive pass interference to offensive pass interference.
I agree.
At least 3-1, might even be more than that.
Roger Clemens isn't in the Hall of Fame not for gambling. It's because he was on steroids. Again,
Just realize.
I have an opinion on that too. I can talk about that. You want to talk about steroids? I can talk about fucking steroids. I like to finish up these games, but I can talk about steroid issue too. You still have to be able to execute the fucking play, right?
Yep.
Just because you're using fucking steroids, it might enhance it, but you still have to fucking hit the baseball, right?
Yep. Or throw the ball or whatever.
So
Let's continue with football.
fuck them. Use as many steroids as you want. I don't fucking care. What's it gonna hurt? Your balls are gonna shrivel up, and you're gonna have the penis the size of a 3-year-old. Whatever. It doesn't fucking matter. Anyway.
All right.
The Lions and the Falcons. The Lions have been playing some inspired football, but they still suck.
They do. They're still the Lions.
They lost 20-16 to the Falcons. Falcons, I think they're an up-and-coming team, or will be in a couple of years. We'll see.
How I feel about the Bears, honestly.
They have to get rid of Matt Nagy first.
Yeah.
Here's the shocker. The upset of the week, the Texans beat the Chargers 41-29.
Yeah.
That's an upset. I'm not making anything of the Chargers losing. The Chargers did show up play.
Mm-hmm.
They got beat. The Texans came to play. Didn't watch that. The Bengals at the Ravens. Everybody's saying, the Bengals are great. Let's look at the Ravens. Heather, how many guys did they have on COVID?
God, I think there were 16.
How many guys are out because of injuries? The entire secondary.
Yeah, it's about 12 guys.
Which is why they have their two best cornerbacks, and arguably two of the better cornerbacks in the NFL are not playing right now. They're out with injuries. Out for the year. I'm not buying into the fact that the Bengals are really that much better than the Ravens. The Ravens are depleted. But everybody's like, Aaron Rodgers didn't have that great of a day against them. The Packers had a 31-17 lead on the Ravens, and the Packers just quit playing. You can see it. The Bengals didn't quit playing. They just full throttle. And I think the reason why Green Bay took the foot off the throttle against the Ravens, I don't like the idea, is so that they didn't get their players hurt. Because they lose one or two more guys, they are fucked. So they're hopefully going to get healthy this week. They play the Vikings this week. I'm talking about the Packers. So the difference between the Ravens playing the Packers and the Bengals playing the Ravens is two different things. And again, Like the Texans and the Chargers. This league is a week-by-week league.
Yep.
Green Bay is the most consistent team in the NFL, which is why everybody has them at number one. They're winning. They're not buying into that week by week. They did their week by week when they lost to the Saints, and then who else did they lose? They lost to the Vikings, and then they lost to the Saints, and then they lost to the Vikings, and then I can't remember the other loss that they had. Jesus Christ. It's goddamn.
I don't remember.
Yeah, it's all right.
Would have been the Eagles, but they scared to play us. But going forward, that's carry on though.
Okay, that one I see. Got it. Okay. My God, Ronnie. I don't know if you can see down in the lower right-hand corner. Ronnie keeps sending Heather messages. Is there a way we can switch that over to the other screen? Damn it. Okay. So there's that. The Jaguars lost to the Jets 26-21. Do you have any thoughts on the Bengals and the Ravens? I'm sorry, I need to go back to that.
That game
Joe
was-
Mixon looked like one of the stronger running backs in the league.
Say it again.
Joe Mixon looked like one of the stronger running backs in the
I
league.
don't think he's that great, but I mean he's good, but I don't. He's questionable to me. I'm just gonna throw that out there. But Heather, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
They were down to their third quarterback.
Yeah, I mean the
so
Ravens.
I was not expecting it to go very well.
The Ravens are decimated with injury and COVID.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised they didn't cancel that game because of COVID, and it is what it is. Anything else? Yeah, Heather, she's not giving up on the Ravens because she's a Ravens fan, but it is difficult.
It's a
I'm sure
heartbreaking season.
it's a difficult season to watch. I think they're going to end up sitting Lamar Jackson for the rest of the year because why get him hurt just to come back? I mean, they still have. It depends if he's healthy enough to come back because they still have a shot at the playoffs.
They're going to need him to win this next game to get into the wild card.
Well, they need
Yeah,
the
I
next
think
two.
it
They have
helped.
2 more games left. So yeah, no, I hear you. So the Jets beat the Jaguars 26-21.
The game of the who can suck less.
Bobbit, you want to talk about the Buccaneers at the Panthers?
I don't want this one.
No, I'm good. I'm ready for next year.
There's nothing you want to add?
Nope, I'm good.
What's it like down in Panthers Nation? Everybody giving up on the fucking idea of Cam Newton being the redeemer.
We're all ready for the draft.
But you know you're not taking a quarterback, right?
Well, that's what everybody's wanting. So
Well, you got Sam Darnold for another year.
It's not a strong quarterback draft.
Yeah, you don't want a quarterback out of this draft because then you're just going to put yourself even farther behind.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, the draft behind it, I don't think Bryce Young is that good, to be honest with you. But that's just me saying that.
Some team will take a quarterback, though.
I think Mac Jones, I miscredited Mac Jones because he actually is a pocket quarterback. He's not a running guy. Bryce Young thinks he'll figure it out. He's really small too, so I don't know. We'll see. He needs to get bigger. Giants at the Eagles. Rayshawn, what did you think of that game?
I think it was a sloppy fuckfest in the first half.
Okay, was
Both
it? I
teams
didn't
was
watch
playing
it.
sloppy.
I didn't watch it, so.
It was like no one could handle the ball properly, throw the ball. But the second half, the Eagles started to like shape up and play like.
So Jalen Hurts. They were talking about Jalen Hurts yesterday.
Thank you.
And if you watch Jalen Hurts in college to Jalen Hurts now, that's the player he is. He's never going to change. They were talking about, how he runs the ball all the time. It's because he's a running guy.
But that's fine when it's called for it.
No. He is at his best. Jalen Hurts is at his best when he is out of the pocket running. And whether he's throwing on the run, or whether he's running the ball, that is when he is at his best. Now, when he rolls out, and if I haven't watched very many Eagles games, from what I'm gathering is what they do is they have him run out of the pocket and throw the ball, right?
So what's the point of having Boston Scott, Jordan Howard, Miles Sanders?
Well, okay, but on throwing downs, you're missing my point. So what I'm saying is when they go to throw the ball, Jalen Hurts is mostly running out of the pocket, correct?
Right.
Okay, so if nothing's open, would you rather have Jalen Hurts just throw it and hope somebody catches it, or would you rather have him just run the ball?
And that's what I was saying. When it calls for it, yes, run the ball.
Okay.
But all the time, he don't need to be.
How many times did the Eagles run the ball this past week?
Well, I don't know.
From what I've heard, they have become a running football team.
And that's great.
So let me look at the stats for that game. Just let me look here. Because the Eagles won 34-10. So they ran the ball 19, 28, 30 times. They ran the ball more than they threw it. Jalen Hurts only ran the ball twice on Sunday. So it looks like he only had to run the ball twice. He went 17 for 29 for 199 yards, 2 touchdown passes. Right. Miles Sanders only carried, and Miles Sanders is fighting an injury right now. That's why he's
hurt
not.
Right now.
Boston Scott had 12 carries for 41, and Jordan Howard had 9 for 37. So, I mean, I can say that they are more of a running team than they are a passing team right now.
Yeah. And that's great. I mean, then you have Devonta Smith, who's turning into Alshon Jeffrey at times.
Well,
the thing about get the ball all the time.
The thing about Devontae Adams is he's only 6'1", 170 pounds, so he'll never be Alshon Jeffrey because Alshon Jeffrey was 6'4", 220. Or 230, actually. So I don't think that is ever going to be a thing. Devonta Smith is more of he's like Marquise Brown. He's a verticals guy. He's a great route runner, though.
I think he's an upgrade from Marquise Brown, though, I'd say.
Marquise Brown he's good. Because he did go in the first round for a reason, because when he was at Oklahoma, the guy can fly. He just can't run those short ends. Devonta Smith can't. He's too small. Both of them are too small. They need to get the deep ends and
on their bones.
Yeah, they got to get deeper into their routes for them to be effective. That's all I'm saying.
Deeper, like a long pass or something like that.
What?
You talking about like a long pass when you say deeper?
I mean, okay, so not every Marquise Brown does not have to run fucking a fly pattern every single time, because that just makes him a one-dimensional guy, and then all you got to do is put a safety over top and a cornerback playing 10 yards off of him. He's never going to get the ball. He's never going to get the ball. So unless he develops into that guy that can catch the short stuff. But he's too small, and he's afraid he's going to get hit by a linebacker. He's got to grow a pair.
Right.
Devonta Smith is the same. Devonta Smith can catch a slant pass, and he can weave in and out of traffic. The same with Marquise Brown, but the Ravens don't do those kinds of things. They don't. So that's my issue with Devonte Smith. And they've got a deeper routes, like deeper ins, deeper outs, post patterns, out and ups, double moves, triple moves. There's so many combinations that they could do with both of them because they're both fast as hell, and there's ways to get them open. But so that's the issue. The Bears and the Seahawks. Now, the Bears have found a gem in Nick Foles. He won a Super Bowl, everybody. I'm not going to sit here and say that he can't. I don't know if that's true because he can't go under COVID protocol. But either way, I have to look. The Bears beat the Seahawks 25-24. The Seahawks are finite.
They're done, yeah.
Pete Carroll's done, I think. Everybody's figured out how he operates. The Steelers at the Chiefs. The Steelers are exposed for what they really are. Ben Roethlisberger. I don't know.
Yeah. Chiefs, I think it's.
I don't know. I still don't know how good the Chiefs really are because they haven't really played anybody.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll see. It's reflecting in my top 10. Hint, hint. Broncos at the Raiders. Broncos defense. Raiders figured out a way to win.
Mm-hmm.
Washington at Dallas. This is what happens when you have So everybody's making more out of this than they really should. Oh my God, that offense looks brutal. Yeah, when you're playing against a bunch of guys that you just signed off the street.
Yep, and that's why they changed the COVID protocols. Because they realized the game is starting to suck if they keep this.
One of their players, DeShazer Elliott, ended up in a bad car accident.
Yes.
I don't know of anything that came out about that.
I haven't heard anything.
I don't know if alcohol was involved. I know somebody died in that accident.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what's going to come of it. I'm going to let things play out. I know there's people out there already sitting here saying, oh, he needs to go to fucking prison. How do you know it was his fault? Maybe he got fucking T-boned. You know? I mean, he's in critical condition. I don't know if alcohol was involved. We'll find out. Nothing's come out about it. So I don't know. And then the game last night, the Dolphins at the Saints. I'm not buying the Dolphins at all.
That team in the NFL, damn Dolphins.
I mean, everybody, this guy that I follow, he talks a lot of wrestling stuff too. He's talking about the Miami Dolphins and how Tua is the GOAT.
What a clown.
What is really... Come on, Tua Tagovailoa he's a serviceable guy. He's never going to get them any farther than what he is. And he's not the reason why Miami's winning. The reason Miami's winning is who they fucking played.
No one.
Okay, there you go.
On the third string quarterback.
No, okay. Don't come at me and say he's the next big thing. He was a wasted first-round pick.
Mm-hmm.
That is the games for this week. Tim, are you ready to go on this?
Oh, the Madden stuff. Sure, why not?
All right. So the big talk that we had, there was something going on in the chat. And we were talking about coaches in the NFL because apparently the Jaguars, and I honestly, personally think the guy that they have as the head coach now should have gotten the fucking job in the first place.
The Giants, the old Giants offensive coordinator.
Darrell Bevell?
Yeah.
He won a Super Bowl in Seattle.
Yeah.
He was Aaron Rodgers' quarterback coach. He was Brett Favre's quarterback coach. I'd give him a hard fucking look. I watched him play in college. Pretty fucking good.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you there.
No, but I'm just saying, don't discount him. But hey, and I know what you said with the star power thing with Urban Meyer. Why do you think the Cons are fucking morons? They get a guy, they bring a guy in because he has star power. This is the NFL. This isn't fucking AEW. You're not going to be on fucking national TV weekly. You're not the only thing going in the NFL. You go out and you get the guy that'll get the job fucking done. You don't go out and get a guy just because he has star power. Because even with Urban Meyer being there, people aren't going to watch the fucking Jacksonville Jaguars play football.
They're not going to watch the coach. They're going to watch the players on the field.
It's not even that. Still, nobody's going to watch Jacksonville, and they have a pretty marketable fucking player in Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, part of that is also Florida in general has a very transient sports population.
Well, the Cons seem to think that their wrestling promotion is putting butts in the fucking seats. Where? Because your product fucking sucks on the field.
Oh yeah.
You had a couple of players leave and voiced it because you're gonna pay this guy $6 million a fucking year, but then I'm one of the best defensive ends in the league, and you're not gonna give me what I deserve? Fuck you, I'm out of here. And I'm talking about Ngukwe. That's why he left. They paid John Moxley $6 million a year to come and fucking wrestle for him, but they wouldn't give him what he deserved. Mm-hmm. So he said, fuck you, I'm gone. Where's your fucking priorities, man? Mm-hmm. This is why the Cons are fucking morons. Priorities, my friend, priorities. What brings in more money? A fucking wrestling show that only puts 800,000 to 1 million people on TV? Or a fucking football conglomerate that puts 20, how many millions? It's got to be close to like 45 million people watch football on a weekly basis.
The problem is the TV deals will give them money for the long time.
So either way, so again, I say, why not put the best product on the field and quit worrying about fucking wrestling promotion?
I agree with you.
That's all I'm saying. That's my issue with the Cons right now. Mm-hmm. Well, Tony Khan, because he's the money guy. Pays John Moxley $6 million a year, has one of the best defensive ends in the league, and he's like, oh, I'm not going to give you money for that. And he said it, and Ngukwe said it. They're starting this wrestling promotion and not going to pay me what I want? I'm out. Fuck this shit.
Mm-hmm. I don't blame them.
I don't blame him either.
Do not deserve that money. Just saying.
I don't blame him either.
I don't blame Moxley for taking the money.
I mean, no, I'm not blaming Moxley. I'm blaming Tony Khan.
Yeah, Tony Khan. That works for me.
Well, I'm blaming Shad Khan too, because he's ultimately the one that runs the Jaguars.
Yeah, but they won't be out of there anytime soon. The NFL makes it so that you can print money.
Right. No, you're right. Easy money. But if you aren't going to put the product on the fucking field, nobody's going to come and sit in your seats.
Nope, but the TV contracts are what give us the real money.
I get that. But the owner still, where he's got to pay something's got to give.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if you aren't putting butts in the seats, that money coming from the TV contracts isn't going to put butts in the seats. It isn't going to put butts in the seats, and it sure as enough fuck isn't going to pay all the fucking bills. Not all of them. Because I'm telling you right now, when Trevor Lawrence's contract comes up, he's going to be the highest paid player in the NFL. And he might be going somewhere else if they don't get their shit together. Mm-hmm. So Peyton Manning. Go ahead, Tim. Sorry. Go ahead.
They're saying that this current year's rookie class could be looking at $300 million contracts. That's what they're saying they could be looking at.
Yeah.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Right. So the argument was, and back to the coaching, so Jacksonville is looking at an array of coaches.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't Bobbitt. Was it Bobbitt? Did you say it? Or who was it that said Peyton Manning?
Could have been Cody. I can't remember what.
Cody? And then you said, I don't think Tom Brady or Peyton Manning could be head coaches because of their egos, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to disagree with you about Peyton Manning, and here's why. Have you ever listened to him talk?
Sometimes I have.
Have you ever watched him on ESPN?
No, because that's on ESPN Plus, actually.
Oh, the Peyton and Eli thing on ESPN too.
Yeah, the Manning cast.
That's on ESPN too.
Oh.
Well, either way. What I'm saying is, Peyton Manning is a cerebral. The guy knows football.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he could tell you before a snap, for some ungodly reason, he just had it. He could tell who was coming and who isn't coming. He could tell what coverage you were in, even though you were just standing around. It's why he was so good. He can scheme. And yes, he's more of an offensive guy. I will give you that. But the head coach isn't so much he needs to know what the defense is doing, which is why they have coordinators. He would let his defensive coach do his thing. The head coach's job is to manage the game. So he's the one with the red flag. Hey, we need to challenge this call, or he's a situational guy. And Peyton Manning is the situation. You could throw any situation at him. Like John Gruden used to throw, they had a talk, and he threw a situation. He would throw situations at him. He said, what would you do? Well, this is what I would do in this situation. And then he would show, well, we had this situation, and I'm going to show you exactly what we did.
Mm-hmm. I remember those.
So the difference between Peyton Manning and Tom Brady is Tom Brady is all about himself. I'm not going to sit here and say that I think he does. I think he has an ego if it's me, and nobody else.
When he wins, it's me. When he loses, it's
him.
The team has to play better.
The team has to play better. So, but Peyton Manning would be a great coach. I said it. I think he could step into any locker room and he'd be like, I'm not going to yell at you, but I damn sure guarantee you're going to be put in position to win every time. And he can do it because he's that fucking smart.
Yeah, part of it is I have a hard time separating how Manning won his Super Bowls because prior to the 2006 season, which was the year that Manning won his first Super Bowl, that year they instituted the rules you couldn't contact the receivers 5 yards down the field. And conveniently, Bill Polian, who was the GM of the Colts at the time, was on the rules committee, and he pushed those through. Mm-hmm. That's a natural fact.
But I think Peyton Manning is old school. He's one. Well, actually, he is the last of the old school. I think he could have played in the 80s. I think he could have played in the 70s. I think he could have played in the early 90s when Troy Aikman, Brett Favre, Steve Young. So people saying, and I that's where I think you are, because he's that fucking smart. And I think he would. I think honestly,
he knows football.
I think, honestly, Peyton Manning would have I think he probably would have fucking won a ton of fucking Super Bowls playing with that kind of... Back in the early 90s, to be honest. I think Peyton Manning... Everybody sits here and says Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback of all time. I wholeheartedly disagree with that and say Peyton Manning is probably the greatest quarterback of all time. Because look at what... He didn't have... I mean, yeah, he had Reggie Wayne and he had Edgar and James, but what else did he have?
Marvin Harrison, too.
Well, okay. So Marvin Harrison. But I think if
I
you
just
would have put him with New England, I guarantee you. Look at what he did in Denver.
40. No.
I'm not even talking about the Super Bowl, but look at what he did in Denver, and he didn't have the roster. I mean, yeah, he had one guy, he had Demaryius Thomas. Look at how much better he made that team look than what they really were.
Wasn't Emmanuel Sanders on that team? Or am I...
He got there a year before he left.
I thought he was.
He won the Super Bowl with them, yes, but he wasn't there all the whole time.
No.
I'm just saying, look at Peyton Manning. Look at what he has done. We can sit here and talk about Tom Brady all day, but we don't look at we don't look at Peyton Manning because Tom Brady beat him all the time. But again, Tom Brady and Peyton Manning don't go head to head on the field.
Nope, they don't.
So we can't use that fucking argument, well, Tom Brady beat Peyton Manning. No, Tom Brady's offense beat beat Indianapolis's defense.
Yes, and I agree with you there.
It's not this whole argument of Tom Brady versus Aaron Rodgers. Again, it's the same thing. Tom Brady
is going against the
and
Green
his
Bay
offense did better than the Green Bay defense did.
Yep.
Not Aaron Rodgers. Like everybody seems to think that Aaron Rodgers is on the field. Like, shut up. People that argue that are dumb. Well, believe what you want there, shit stain. So it's all right. You can show that shit. The Packers don't suck. Otherwise, they wouldn't be 12-3. You dumb shit. You're just mad because they're good. You're probably a Bears fan or a Vikings fan or a
wait, they're Lions fans?
Or a Lions fan, or whatever. You can say Green Bay. This is one thing that just irks the shit out of me when you get coming in here, Packers suck. Explain to me how they suck. They win all the fucking time, so how do they suck? You just don't like them because they win all the time. It's okay. It's okay. Not my chair, not my fucking problem. You can say they suck, but they don't. You just think they do. Because you don't like them. Well, just say, I don't like the Packers. Don't say they suck, because they don't suck. So, yeah. But Peyton Manning could coach. I don't
think he will.
I'm just saying, I think he could. And I wish he would. Because I think he would transcend how the league plays the game.
Mm-hmm.
You think defenses look bad now? I think he could make defenses look bad even with the penalty, even without the penalty calls. That's how good he is.
Yeah, I just say that he won't, and the reason why you do not see a lot of
he's having fun doing what he's doing right now, and I don't blame him.
Yeah, and also there's a lot less work going in for broadcasting than there is for being a head coach.
Well, they're just look, Eli. I didn't fucking like him. He's just had that fucking I'm a deep look on his face all the fucking time.
Yep.
But a guy could play quarterback.
Yeah, I didn't.
But
I was never saying how he shot his way out of.
They are even Cooper Manning. Them three are the most entertaining people I have ever fucking seen. Now I know why they have them doing all those fucking commercials, man.
The season
Look at this guy.
sportsbook one.
Look at this guy. He says Aaron Rodgers sucks as well. Oh yeah? Well, he's gonna win another MVP. So please tell me how he sucks.
Rule 1: sports fans are a pain in the ass.
Jesus Christ, I love that shit. Still waiting on him to tell me how they suck. So anyway, but yeah, them three are so entertaining. Like that hot sauce commercial that Eli does. He just has that D look on his face. He's like, I put that shit on everything.
Yep.
And I put that shit on everything. Without a fucking smile on his face. I put that shit on everything. It's so funny. It's funny. It's great. So I'm gonna get in. So do you want to rebut anything that I'm saying? You can rebut it. You're so scared. No. Why are you scared to debate me?
If I wasn't, I would have engaged you. As I've said, I have a hard time separating out. I think all quarterbacks are head cases anyways, including. I don't think Aaron Rodgers wants to become a head coach anyways. I think he wants to host Jeopardy personally, but
Aaron Rodgers will never want to coach football. Why? He doesn't look like he probably could, but he doesn't look like the coaching kind of guy. Number one. If
Brady had the personality for it, he would be a great head coach, but he doesn't have the personality for it.
Well, he has the personality of a fucking doornail. Personally, when I look at him, I just
yeah.
It's either me, or it's they.
Yeah.
When things are going good, it's me, and when things are going bad, it's they.
Yep.
I don't get that from Aaron Rodgers, and I never got that from Peyton Manning, and I never get that. I don't get that from. I don't know. I don't get that from any of. Like, I can look at Justin Fields, and I can tell you he doesn't come out here and say, He'll tell you I didn't play well. I mean, his comment about how the game is moving slow for him. I don't know how much slower it can get, there, son, but you aren't playing very good. He's played better over the last few weeks. However, that
another part of it, I think, is how Peyton Manning, especially of all the Mannings, has made his media personality so likable. That's the other reason why
they're just entertaining as hell, man.
But that's what I mean. Brady, on the other hand, no one can stand him because he's so miserable towards the media half the time.
Right.
When they lose, especially.
Right.
And he's always trying to hawk his TB12 method.
And I'm just going to throw this out there right now. Tim is a New England Patriots fan, so he knows. He's probably watched more. Well, everybody gets to watch a fucking Tom Brady fucking interview, but he's probably watched all of them.
Yeah. And I could literally do quote for quote of what Brady would say for a win and what he would say for a loss.
And I think I pretty much said the same thing.
Yeah, you could too.
I think Brady will be a good coach, despite personality or not. I don't think you need personality to be a coach. You just need to have a good head on your shoulder and knowledge of the game.
The knowledge of the game part, yes, but the personality, you need to be able to accept what you don't know is what I mean. And Brady doesn't have that.
Oh, well, that's not personality. That's just don't want to learn.
Yeah, I say personality. I can't think of the proper wording for it, though, but you get what I mean, like his.
I get what you mean when you're explaining, but I feel that he will. If he don't want to learn how to be a better player or eventually a coach, then no, that's not going to get him nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. I'm just fucking shit they're doing on TV. Okay. So, I personally think Tom Brady could not be a coach. I don't think he could take responsibility for a team he would talk about himself, I think. He's a narcissist, man. He would talk about himself and how great of a coach he is when he win. And then if they lose, well, we got to play better. Well, he should say that every single fucking time because now he's a fucking head coach. I don't think Tom,
I won't say head coach. Sorry, JP. I won't say head coach. I'll probably say an offensive coach, maybe.
I don't know if I want him coaching any of my players. I truly, honestly, I don't.
I don't want him around any of my equipment, that's for sure.
I definitely don't want him around any of my fucking equipment, like Heather just said, because the guy fucking...
Oh, yeah.
How many Microsoft Surfaces has he broken?
Probably about the same amount as Belichick has broken over the years.
Jesus Christ.
Belichick can't stand Microsoft Surface tablets.
Right? I don't know what it is, man. Take it out on the Surface. It's your fault.
For the record, everyone, I'm not a Brady fan, never was, don't care for the guy. I just feel that, I don't know, he could be a serviceable, that's how you say it?
Yep.
Serviceable quarterbacks coach is what you're trying to say, Ray Sean.
Yeah.
Ray Sean, stop talking. I'm just kidding. I'm joking. I'm joking, brother. I'm joking.
I mean, Jalen Hurts could be the head coach. I could see that. Nope. I cannot. I can't even continue that.
Okay. So, all right, let's get in. I'm going to give you the top 32 for the NFL, and then I'll give you my top 10, and then we'll get into the picks for next week. Number 32, Jacksonville. Number 31, the Giants.
Ooh, they fell.
Number 30, the Carolina Panthers. Number 29, the New York Jets.
That's 'cause they won.
Number 28, Detroit. Number 27, Houston. Number 26, Washington. Rayshon's anticipating where the Eagles are. Number 25, the Seahawks. Number 24, the Bears. Number 23, Denver. What? What's that, Rayshon?
I said top 10.
You're like, oh no, where are we at? Number 22, Atlanta.
He's like NBA fans when they're doing the ping pong balls.
Right? Number 21, the Saints. Number 20, the Steelers.
We 920.
Number 19, Las Vegas.
Great. Okay.
Number 18, Minnesota.
Yeah, keep on going.
Number 17,
Ravens.
Cleveland.
Eagles. Okay. We're almost at 15.
Number 16. Oh, number 19 is actually the Ravens. I'm sorry. Number 16, Las Vegas.
Las Vegas, yeah.
Number 15, Philadelphia.
Oh! 15. We need 2 more wins, baby.
Number 14, Los Angeles Chargers. Number 13, San Francisco. Number 12, Miami. Number 11, Tennessee. Number 10, Arizona. Number 9, Cincinnati. Number 8, New England. Number 7, Buffalo. Number 6, Dallas. Number 5, Indianapolis. Number 4, Tampa Bay. Number 3, the Rams. Number 2, Kansas City. And Green Bay is your number 1 team again in the NFL this week based on their consistency at winning. Whether they win by 1 or 2 or whatever, they're winning consistently. That's the NFL. Win is a win is a win is a win. It doesn't matter how you get it. Right?
Yep.
College is a completely different animal. The talent level is... If Alabama A&M was close against Alabama, Alabama would probably drop in the rankings. My top 10. Number 10, Philadelphia. Number 10, Tennessee. I'm kidding. It's Tennessee.
Oh, gosh.
Number. He's
Wow.
over there. Yeah, he's over there. I have them at number 12 though.
Wow.
Within that 2 weeks, you might break the top 10.
Number 9, New England. Number 8, Cincinnati. Number 7, Buffalo. Number 6, Indianapolis. Number 5, Tampa Bay. Number 4, the Rams.
Oh.
Number 3, Dallas. Number 2, Kansas City. And my new number 1 this week is Green Bay. At some point, even though Kansas City has been winning, look at who they have beat and look at who Green Bay has played.
You're playing like a strength of schedule.
Yep. They've played much tougher teams. Yes, and Baltimore, even when they were just missing Lamar Jackson when they lost to Green Bay. Baltimore did. And I will give credit where credit is due. I think Huntley, and a lot of people were saying this, they missed the mark on that guy.
They did.
Mm-hmm.
It was a great pickup by Baltimore.
I got a top 5.
So,
Go.
right,
And
the Eagles are not top 5.
no.
Go ahead.
All right.
What do you got?
Number 1, and going from number 1, number 5. So I got Green Bay,
Okay.
AC, Rams, Colts, and then Dallas.
Okay. I think that's pretty much where the NFL had them. Tim, what about you? What say you?
I didn't have a top
Okay.
5.
Bobbit, did you do it? If you did, that's fine. We can move on. I think you fell asleep. That's fine.
Wait, I think the Colts was after Dallas with the NFL, right?
It's fine. I mean, it's about right where the NFL put them.
Oh.
It's really close. You're not that far off. All right. There are no more Thursday games. So
Thank God.
It's all Sunday and Monday now. There is no more Saturday games either. No, this Saturday anyway, because it's New Year's Day, so it's usually college football.
Yeah, the NFL stay away from New Year's Day unless
It's something that they do. They give the
kids a chance
to shine, which is a good thing.
unless it lands on a Sunday, they stay away from it like the plague.
Right. Nope. Gotcha. All right, Rayshawn, you guys ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
All right.
Eagles at Washington.
Eagles.
Yeah, I'm going with Philadelphia right now. Washington is woohoo.
They deal with injuries too, right?
And COVID.
And COVID, yeah.
Tim?
Eagles.
Bobbit? I can't wait all night, Bobbit. Heather?
How about Eagles?
Okay. Rams at the Ravens. Tim?
Rams.
Tim's going to go
I'll
with the
pick
Rams.
whatever Heather picks.
I'm going to go with the Rams. Heather?
At the moment, I am going Ravens, but I will be prepared to change my pick.
She's going with the Ravens.
Oh, I'm gonna have to disagree with you this week. I'm going with the Rams.
Bobbit, who do you got?
Bobbit fell asleep.
Bobbit fell asleep. The Buccaneers at the Jets. I'm going to go with Tampa Bay.
It's in the chat. Oh, that will be a good game.
No, it won't.
I'm going with the Buccaneers.
Heather?
I have a Bucks.
Tim?
Tampa.
Yep, gotcha. Dolphins at the Titans. Tim?
I'm going to go Tennessee.
I'm going to go with Tennessee as well.
Would I be stupid to pick Dolphins?
I don't know.
I'm picking Dolphins.
Heather's picking the Dolphins.
I'm going with her.
All right.
They've won 7 straight.
Okay, now.
Jaguars at the Patriots.
Patriots.
The next
Come on,
game.
Patriots.
Yeah, I'm going New England.
I'm going New England as well.
Same here.
I think that's everybody's pick right there.
Yep. And, well, wait now. Bobbit. I don't know what the fuck happened. The Raiders at the Colts. I'm going with the Colts.
Colts. Yeah. Going with the Colts. Is this like 3 weeks in a row you went with the Colts, JP?
I've been going with the Colts since they got hot. Well, they don't. Who have they played?
Nobody notable.
Okay, well, I mean, they beat the Patriots this last week. Patriots, I said it, they weren't going to be able to stop the run, and they didn't.
They haven't been able to stop the run past couple of weeks. But Jacksonville also lost Robinson, too, so.
Right. All right. Rayshawn, who you got?
Oh, Colts.
Tim?
Colts.
Heather?
I went Colts also.
Okay. Chiefs at the Bengals.
Next game.
Actually, this one's going to be a good game. I'm going to go with the Bengals in this one. And the only reason I'm going with the Bengals is because, again, I don't know how good the Chiefs really are. And the Bengals secondary, or the Bengals offense, I don't know, man.
I think I'm going to play safe and go with the Chiefs.
Okay.
I'm going to go Cincinnati. I like that call.
Heather?
I'm going Chiefs.
Okay. The Giants at the Bears. Next game.
Don't sleep on them Bears, man. I'm picking the Bears.
I am going to take the Bears as well.
I took the Bears.
Same here, Bears.
Hold on.
Falcons at the Bills.
Oh, come on. That's the next game right there.
Bills.
Definitely the Bills.
I'm going Buffalo.
Heather?
You said Buffalo?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I took Bills too.
Texans at the 49ers.
49ers. I'm going 49ers.
I'm going with the 49ers as well.
San Francisco.
Heather?
Hold on. It's getting ready to save me. Oh, okay. I am going 49ers as well.
Okay. Well, Broncos at the Chargers. Heather?
That's,
I'm going with the Chargers.
yeah.
But is Payton starting?
What?
Is Peyton Manning starting?
Peyton Manning's not.
I know. Damn. I'm going with Broncos.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Tim?
I'm going Chargers.
Heather?
I went Chargers.
Okay. Bobbit? Well, apparently we ain't getting DJ this week. All right. Panthers at the Saints.
Panthers.
I'm going with the Saints.
Yeah, I like the Saints.
Heather?
I actually went Panthers. Hey, you never know. Any given Sunday.
I think Trevor Siemian will be back. Or is he done for the year? I don't even know. I think he's been out with COVID. But,
I think the Saints is done for the year.
well, okay. I think Taysom Hill can probably win it. I think Taysom Hill could beat the Panthers this year. I'm still taking the Saints. They have a better defense. If they can beat the Buccaneers 9-0, they can beat the fucking Panthers 9-0. Rayshawn, who you got? You going with the Panthers?
I'm going with the Panthers.
Okay. Bobbit? Okay.
Cricket sounds.
Lions at the Seahawks. Next game. Jesus Christ.
These games are just some of them.
I'm gonna go with the better team. I'm gonna go with the Seahawks, but don't be surprised if the Lions win.
I agree. I'm gonna go Seahawks, but it wouldn't shock me if Detroit won.
Heather?
You know what? You're right. Go with the better team. Put me down for the Lions.
The better team is Seattle, you clown. Who you got, Heather?
I went Seahawks.
Bobbit? I bet he's dropping a deuce, and he didn't tell anybody. Cardinals at the Cowboys. Now, here's the thing. If the Cardinals beat the Cowboys and the Packers beat the Vikings, the Packers lock up the number 1 seed, if I remember correctly. Yes.
Isn't it a deal with Carson Wentz and the Eagles getting some type of draft pick?
We'll talk about that when the season ends.
Okay. Yeah. But I'm going to go with the Cowboys.
I'm going to go with the Cardinals.
I'm going Cowboys.
Heather?
I went Cowboys.
I honestly think the Cardinals can beat the Cowboys.
They're too inconsistent. How can you even...
Okay, so you look at who Dallas has played. Show me a quarterback that is as dynamic as Kyler Murray that has gone against Dallas. And Dallas has beaten.
Right.
I think 4 of their losses came against quarterbacks a lot like Kyler Murray. They lost to New Orleans, right?
They lost to the Raiders.
They lost to Tampa Bay.
They lost to the Cardinals in preseason, so that doesn't really. They lost to the Texans.
Preseason doesn't count.
Preseason.
Preseason don't count.
Not really.
Okay.
You get what I mean. Half the time you don't see any of the real.
They lost to the Broncos. They lost to the Chiefs. They lost to the Raiders.
They lost to Tampa Bay also.
And that's it.
So you look at that.
And Tampa Bay, yeah.
And Kyler Murray is pretty good. And you look at the offense that Arizona poses, and they have that dynamic type of offense, poses a problem for Dallas. Oh, finally, he's awake.
Morning.
Sorry, I had to poop.
Oh,
What did I say? All right, I'm going to go back. Eagles at Washington, Bobbit. I don't have all fucking day. Eagles at Washington.
Eagles.
Rams at Ravens.
Rams.
Buccaneers at Jets.
Bucks.
Dolphins at Titans.
Dolphins.
Jaguars at Patriots.
Patriots.
Raiders at Colts.
Colts.
Chiefs at Bengals.
Chiefs.
I feel like I'm fucking Family Feud here. Giants at the Bears.
The Bears.
Falcons at Bills.
Bills.
Texans at 49ers.
49ers.
Broncos at Chargers.
Chargers, motherfucker.
There's your DJ Skinny Petus for the day. Panthers at Saints.
Saints.
Lions at Seahawks.
Seahawks.
Cardinals at the Cowboys.
Cowgirls.
Well, you guys are just not listening. It's okay, though. It's all right.
He took the Saints for the Panthers game, right?
Yes, he did. So I'm the only one going with the Cardinals. Everybody else is going with the Cowboys.
On the panel, at least, yeah.
Shame. Vikings at the Packers. Sunday night game. The Packers win, and the Cowboys win. Packers still have to win next week. They play Lions in order to lock up the number 1 seed.
Green Bay.
I'm going with Green Bay.
Cool.
And
Bay,
Bobbitt?
Bay of Green for me.
Bay of Green. Tim, you went with Green Bay.
Yes.
Heather?
Packers.
And the Monday night game. The Browns at the Steelers.
Oh, that's always a good game.
Yes, it is. It's a rivalry
I'm
game.
going with the Browns.
I'm going to go with the Browns, too. But again,
I'm going to Cleveland.
I'm going Cleveland. Bobbitt?
Cleveland Steamers.
All right. That being said, I am done. Heather's going to come over here, and we're going to try to do this quickly because we talked a lot. We're going to talk about the fantasy football and the chat. The score. Did you get that done?
I got that done.
The scoreboard for this week, and then the Bubba Awards. I want to thank everybody for being here. We have 2 more weeks to go. We will do our picks throughout the playoffs. I still haven't decided whether or not we're going to actually continue all of that through that might just be something that we do. You guys can, whatever. We'll figure out. Week 18 might be the final of the picks. So, that being said, I want to thank everybody for being here. Heather's going to come over here and talk fantasy because there was 2 really good games this week. One really good game this week. It came down to like the last 2 players, and then we're gonna show the scoreboard for the panel and the chat. And all right, I want to thank everybody. Stay safe, be well, and have a great night.
See you next year.
See you next year. Yeah, everybody have a great New Year.
Can you charge, please? Oh, it's like 4%. Ooh, wee. Got a little lightheaded getting up there. Jeez. And even with all that yelling and screaming that happened earlier, Wendy is out cold.
Oh, she is?
No,
That
she woke
quick?
up.
No,
Yeah, she finally woke up. When it goes quiet, that's when she wakes up. So I'm gonna be up all night. Yay!
That's not entirely true.
It is, and he knows it. But anyway, we had quite the interesting week. Finally got everything all tabulated up from week 15 with the delayed games because of COVID. So, yeah, it was a lot of work. I don't want to do that again.
No, I don't want to.
No. He wasn't ready.
He wasn't ready.
But dear God, man, we are definitely in competitive mode with these last few weeks with every team playing. So with that being said, this week on the panel, I actually did the worst.
Mm-hmm.
Those did the worst?
Well,
Did you pick the
actually,
Ravens?
since Tim is now part of the panel, Tim, you actually did the worst.
Okay.
There's only 1 point separating us, though.
Okay.
You did 8-8, I did 9-7.
Mm-hmm.
Bobbitt and JP did 11-5, and Rayshawn, you did 10-6.
What? I did better than JP?
No, he did 11-5. You did 10-6.
Oh, okay.
Again, only 1 point separating you, though. In the chat, we had NG Fresh and Cody tie with 11-5. And then Trek Dan Rex, Ryan, and Alpha all did 10 and 6. So yeah. When it comes to all 32 teams playing, it really fucks us up apparently. So, you're skeptical of your record, Alpha? Well, don't be. You've been actually picking pretty good this year. With that being said, let's bring it over to the chat. JP caught my ass.
Oh.
I'll share screen for you guys in here. There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yay!
JP caught my ass. He and I are tied at 152.5.
Yeah, I dropped.
No, actually, it's just because there's such a difference between us. You're ahead of Bobbit by 1 point at 137.
Ahead of me by... Oh, no, wait, that's Trek.
Yeah, you have 144 now, Tim.
Yeah.
And Bobbit, you have 136. Now, in the chat is a completely different story.
Whole different ball game.
Oh, yeah. Shrek has handily taken over the lead with 148.
They know.
And then
It's because he listens to me.
we got Alpha and Tim tied there with 144. And then we have Dan Rex with the 143. And then Cody with 139. Ryan with 137. And NG Fresh with 125. So yeah, when we have everybody playing, scores get interesting.
Yeah.
And all I
Almost
gotta
like a neck-to-neck lead.
yes, I mean the chat keeps swapping places there. But I will say, NG Fresh's score is so low because he keeps forgetting to put in all the teams that we're picking.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
He goes, I want this team to win, but I'm going to pick this team, and then he only does like 5 picks.
But, yeah. I don't know. It depends on how Cody does there, Danrax.
Fantasy football.
Mm-hmm. I'm getting there. Now, moving on to fantasy football here.
Oh.
Yeah. That was quite interesting between me and Cody. Fucking swapped the lead with each other about 4 times through our game.
3 minutes left in the game.
Yeah, in the final 3 minutes of the last game, I finally took the lead and cinched my second place run into the championship round of our playoffs.
The funny thing about that is they both had players from the Cowboys, and Cody said they need to bench their players. And they benched everybody, and Washington scored 14 points in the 4th quarter.
Which in turn made their defense go from 27 points down to like 25.
22.
23. So, and with me having had Amari Cooper and Ezekiel Elliott
And
playing up to the point of Cooper having 20 points, 21 points, and Ezekiel Elliott being up to 18 almost.
And their kicker.
And their kicker, their Dallas kicker on my team, I was able to win. And it gave me the highest score of the week in all of fantasy football between us as well.
Nice.
Which this week, considering how much we have all had to fight between COVID, injuries, team delays, and all of that, it's just how the fuck any of us managed to get over 100 points to begin with is a miracle.
Yep.
What are you talking about? This week alone or just fantasy?
Just this week alone.
Oh,
This alone.
I know one person didn't go over 100. I ain't saying no name though.
Oh, it was more than one person. Don't worry.
Oh, I thought I was the only one.
No. Actually, I won beating Cody with my 147.3 to his 146.1. Right, that tells you how fucking close we were.
That's crazy.
Then Bobbitt defeated Tim. Bobbitt had 142.3 with Tim's 123.2.
I couldn't find a quarterback to save my life.
Right? Oh my god. And then NG Fresh defeated managerless team with 137 to 85.1.
He's doing amazing in fantasy.
Right? And then lastly, Dan Rex, you beat Rayshawn with 121 to 87.8. So, even though you didn't break 100 points there, Rayshawn, you still beat managerless team. So, you're good. You still beat the computer.
I had that out Devonta Smith because I was like, you know what? Let me pick up somebody else. I picked up who did I pick up? Somebody Gage from the Falcons. Oh my god, why did I do that?
Well, it's good. Hey, the Falcons may not be playing well, but they give you excellent fantasy points. All right, I had fucking Matt Ryan as my backup for a while.
Mm-hmm.
With Lamar Jackson as my starter.
Right.
Lamar Jackson had to sit out for illness, and fucking Matt Ryan pulled it through for me. Fucking 30 points that game. So it's just like, good for me.
Part of the reason why I picked up Roethlisberger was because I was expecting Pittsburgh to be down against Kansas City. And that I was expecting them to put up numbers that way.
And you know what's crazy? Derek beat me with two people on his team. Two players on his team on COVID. IR, I think that's what it is. They had 0 points. And he still was able to crack 121. My team sucked. And he had a -1 defense? Oh, yeah. I need to do better. The better team won.
That it did.
I'm scared for next week. Who I'm going against? Oh, managerless team.
Yeah, you're going up against managerless team. All right, Cody, you are correct. You should have higher points there. I will adjust that on the chart for next week. My columns got screwed up while I was adding up, and it's never easy. But I will get that fixed. But yeah. I didn't get to write it down, but first and second place for championship match is going to be between me and Bobbitt. Then you have Cody going against
Mate.
Tim for third or fourth place, and then
Me.
That's it.
yeah. So it's going to be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Fantasy is going to be decided, and if I end up winning the championship, Bobbitt, I will still buy you something from Mary Kay.
So by default, Bobbitt.
By default, Bobbitt, you will win
Sounds
the
good.
fantasy football prize.
Which in turn, you might as well do it for third and fourth place too.
Thank you.
If you want, that's fine.
So the third place winner, we'll give him a value. What's the cheapest thing on there?
I could send him a deluxe mini. He had to create for like $5.
What's the next level?
Probably a full size version of that, which is $11.
So I will send. How much is the shape thing? Not like 20, 30 bucks.
Something like that. Hold on 1 second, guys. This is why I like having a website. Just go right to it.
So it'll be the value of 20, 10, and 5.
The shape foam is 14.
So 15, 10, and 5.
Okay.
So Bobbitt will be getting a $15 bottle of shaving cream that I use, and it's fantastic. And then we'll get a $10 value,
which will probably end up being the Mint Bliss foot and leg energizing lotion. I use it after my showers and after I shave. It's fucking amazing. So if you're on your feet working all day, that stuff is for you. And I think it's $11 if I remember right. So.
But like medicated or something like that?
No, it's not medicated. It's just, it has the essential oil mint extract, and that helps cool off your legs, and that in turn energizes them and relaxes your feet.
Essential oils have healing compounds
in
them. So yes, you are correct.
Got you.
So, it's great with that. And then I don't know. He's looking for his phone.
It's fine. Just keep going.
And the last thing that I can send you is a deluxe mini which would be the $5 item. Will be a deluxe mini Shea hair hand cream from our Satin Hands collection. So, whatever you're gonna get, I'm sure you're gonna love it because it's all fantastic stuff. And finally, with that being said, just a little reminder of who's going to be winning what in our chat for the picks this year. Cute little bundles, fantastic little bundles going on here. And it's all for chance, and it's all for our Bubba Awards. So here we go. There we are, folks. Y'all have a good night. We shall see you next week. And I'm going to tell you right now, I can't wait for this season to be over with how badly the Ravens have been decimated. Yeah. But I also can't wait to get these prizes out to you guys. Every one of you have been so great and so wonderful in being with us every week. And we cannot thank you enough. So have a good night, and we'll see you next week.
Mm-hmm. Meet me like next year.